into the green actually in Asia. Dow Jones on Thursday morning, that is for them, gave us a slightly tepid close. It may be interpreted that the Santa Claus rally was preempted and there may be signs of exhaustion and very tepid trading in the current week itself. For me, the silver lining really is the way metals have performed. The recovery that we have seen is much better than the recovery we saw in the previous months, say in March or in June or in September. The recovery shows something spirited. So while crude may still, show a jump and be bedeviled with, oversupply problems, it looks like metals are indicating that there's something healthy happening in some quarters of the world. So that may give more legs to this rally, especially in the new year. In India in particular, I wouldn't be surprised if India underperformed the recovery in global markets, simply because as the earnings season starts, we really have no legs to stand. It's very clear that IT, because of the Chennai floods, is going to underperform. Likewise, banks clearly have been told to recognize their NPLs, so there will be a weak spot. So leadership will be an issue for Indian markets. Their ability to join any potential recovery, after the new year looks a little lame at this juncture.
Oh yes, and that's been the case for a while now. Leadership, we've been struggling with that. But this is the last trading week of the year, so volumes will be very thin as well. Don't expect too much commitment. And before anything, it's a very special day for us. Lata, happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
From the entire team, happy birthday to our co-anchor, our mentor, our friend and our boss, of course. Have a great and happy and healthy year.
Thank you. Okay.
But Anuj, for the markets itself, it's been very slow grinding between this range of 77.50 to 79.50. Yeah. You think in any way the market will come out of this range this week?
Morning, Sonia. It's very tough. Today is one day where I would not like to stick my neck out because the cues are so muted, at least for the day. Now, 7850 to 7900 is the zone. It was documented on Thursday as well, when market had everything going for it, and still you had the intraday fall because the Nifty made a move towards 7900 and it fell from there. Now, expiry week is normally about momentum. I am struggling to see who has the momentum right now, because if you look at the series till date, the Nifty is flat, the Bank Nifty is down 1%, and the mid-cap index is up about 1.2%. So it's been that kind of series, and in fact, it's been that kind of a year. If you see the year to date, the Nifty is down 5%, the mid-cap index is up 6% for the year, and that's something that we discussed even in our show 16 for 16, that, it's only been about individual stocks. My sense is today, first half is still relatively easy to call, in that, you're likely to see mid-cap outperformance. You should see really good start for the mid-caps, because the Nifty is indicated, the SGX Nifty is indicating we won't have too much of a fall for the Nifty. So the market should be flat and you should have mid-cap outperformance. The second half becomes interesting. In the second half, do the bulls come back and take the market higher back towards 7900, or do the bears believe that they've got an opening and do they take the Nifty back towards 7800? In that would also hinge the mid-cap performance for the second half. So second half is something that, I would not like to take a call on right now. Let's see how the market opens and then we take a call accordingly. The only worry point even for the mid-caps is that so many stocks are now hitting F&O ban, which is telling you that that space is getting a bit overheated. So that's something that you got to be a bit careful of. But otherwise, this is a market in which there's no indication that it wants to either break out or break down. The big move is likely to come in the January series. For this series, it looks like we are practically done. Volumes have come down and they're likely to remain low, at least for today and tomorrow. Then they maybe pick up for expiry.
So, yeah, exactly. So what are the Thursday fireworks likely to be? Are we likely to end at current levels? Are we likely to end closer to 7950 or at the lower bound?
Oh, no. My sense is that,
I mean, this is the 7750, 7950 market.
Yeah, it looks like 7850 has now become a bit of a fulcrum, because that's, if you've seen for last 5 days, one day up, one day down, and the market hasn't moved much from 7850 in those 5 days. So you do get a sense that with the kind of option premiums that we still have, somewhere around 7900 call and 7800 put, my sense is smart money would want to eat both the premiums, and the Nifty should remain somewhere around 7850. I don't think there's a big move yet left in the December series. Big move might come now in the January series.
All right, so a big move expected in the January series. Be ready for a lot of slow days, at least until the end of the year. But here's what you'll get to see on the show.